Yeah, look, we're obviously disappointed in the result, of course, at home on another night where our fans came out on Military Appreciation Night. There's nothing that bothers us more than to see fans not being able to celebrate a victory and just even us being at our best. So we leave the game feeling we leave it on the table, and in this business we know that the margins are already thin. Every team's got something good, and yeah, on the night we just fell short. It's a locker room that won't accept it. It's a coaching staff and club that won't accept settling and not finding a way. But we'll again, that's the general feeling right now, that the locker room is knows that we want more and that we're better than that. We also know that in the last few games we've at home, especially Seattle and some of these games where we play well and don't get all the points, we know we have work to do. We're on our way to becoming a really good team, and we're on our way there. We're not there yet, but yeah, that's the general feeling right now, and we leave a few minutes ago knowing that it's a huge week for us. We'll be back in this building in a week, where we're going to go after Salt Lake, and then in between we have to go to San Diego, and we're looking for 6 points out of the next two, and that's that. So we have a big week, a lot to play for. It's not a time that we're pointing fingers, and certainly not heads down around here. So it's a good team. It's a fighting spirit, and it just these losses hurt. So that's where it's at right now.
Hi, Coach. Team Keith Richards, Team MBS Media. Not to beat a dead horse, but the team concedes again at the end of the second half. I know you say it's something you talk about, something you work on, but is it just kind of a mental thing at this point to where it's in the back of your head that it's something that's possible, or is it something that still needs to be changed tactically?
I honestly, as not sure what you'll think, Keith, I don't think it's an end of the first half. It ends up, the goals come in those moments. But if we think about the goal against Benteke, right, it's a deflection cross, and he gets one chance. If that happened in the 34th minute, I think it'd be a goal. So it's hard to explain it. Against the run of play tonight, giveaway, we're in our end, and I think we give up 4 shots in the first half, and where we have certain amount of control, and it's something that they're good at is a cutback cross, right? They cut back crosses. They have 24 goals in the league this year. So many come on cutback crosses, which we knew. We had to face one of those in the first half. So for me, almost whenever it came, maybe we showed vulnerability there. I don't know. I have a hard time thinking that when our guys are urging each other on from the 40th minute on, and you're in the second minute of the third stoppage time, that it's a mental thing. I saw a team that was alert in those moments, and we just didn't execute. And that's for me what it's about. Controllables, execution in that moment. It's coming at the end of halves, and we'll have to keep looking at that. But certainly it's just interesting that that's when it comes.
Hey, Chris, Spencer Baldwin, Burgundy Wave. Navarro was subbed off with what looked like an injury, but it didn't seem like he wanted to come off. What went into the decision to sub him, and what is his status currently?
Yeah, listen, Rafa Navarro is never going to want to come off the pitch, and if I'm certain that was the first time he came off the pitch in 2025. He's durable, he's prideful, he never wants to come off. But for 5 minutes or so, he's hobbling on the field, limping, and he's sprinting, and then he'd be limping, and he's a warrior. He doesn't want to come off. My job is to protect these guys. It's a regret I had as a player. I played through everything in every little moment. There was moments where I should have come off. And sometimes you get a knock and you shake it off, and then all of a sudden it's gone. It didn't go away. He kept limping. So, and then he really winced when he made it through. He sprinted, made a through ball, and then he showed it again. So that's part of it. Players don't want to come off. Players like Hoffa certainly never want to come off, but it is my job to protect these guys when I think there's an injury there. So there's something going on. It's probably minor. And, yeah, I hope it is because we're going to need him. It's a big week for him.
And had Cole Bassett come back after missing against DC. Seemed to pick up the level of the play when he came on immediately. What do you think of his performance coming back, and what is it about his quality that just affects the team that much when he comes on?
Well, you know, Keith, we're a team that wants to play with energy, and Cole plays with energy. So when he came into the game, it was clear he brought energy, intensity. He gave us a spark right away. And then all of a sudden we had a grasp on the game. So when we talk about what makes us good and makes Cole good, it's the same thing. It's the energy and belief and his willingness to just drive with the ball and eliminate opposition. And it's a shame because in that moment, as we're building, we make some moves to bring in some fresh legs. In addition to Cole, we give up the second goal, which is it's a bad one to give up, if we're being honest. But we're happy that he's healthy. He gets through the game. It's a positive on the night that he looked a lot like himself, and I think he looked really sharp. So, yeah, big week for him too. It's good that he's going to be back in it.
Chris, Connor Ronan got his first start of the season today, and in a more wide position than we're used to seeing him in. What did you make of his game today?
Well, yeah, we didn't play him wide. We played Connor as a 10. We played a 4-2-2-2 in possession. So you see him wider defensively because we're defending in a 4-4-2. But yeah, I thought he showed real calmness on the ball, quality on the ball, picked up spots in the first half. Out of the two 10s, him and Georgie, more play was on the right-hand side. So he was finding moments to get guys in behind. He put in Rafa once with a clever pass. He got in on goal. He almost scored a goal. I thought he was pretty effective on the night, helping us create chances. And, yeah, so like I said, the goals change games, right? So at the end of the first half, and then as we're pushing things the second half, so maybe the full effect doesn't show up. But I thought he found some good pockets out there and spaces that we knew would be there. So it's good to have him back into the starting lineup and that he's healthy. And that's the goal now with him, just to stay healthy.